we have here is our Kicker QS component system. The way we'll meter this out is pretty standard amongst all of our components. Get started, basically it's almost like metering out what our coax is. Our QS speakers have our terminals, negative and positive. Take our meter to the ohm setting. Positive to positive, negative to negative. Flip our speaker up. This meters out to be about a 3.4. This component's good. Should meter really close to a 4 to 3.5, 3.5, 3.8 to be a good mid. Next we'll go to the tweeter, the QS component system. Labeled as a positive and negative on the wiring. Can be a little tricky. Take our blue wire, which is our positive, our grayish wire to our negative. This meters out to a 3.3 to a 3.4. This tweeter is also good. If any of your mids or tweeter were damaged, the ohm load value would read really low, the DC resistance would read really low, and you would be able to know if you had a damaged mid or tweeter. We have here is the crossover network used for the QS components. They're labeled as their inputs and an output. When the speakers are hooked up to this, you can measure the wire that runs to your amplifier, which is your input. If these were hooked up to this would read really close to a 3.5, 3.8 at your amplifier. So that way you could tell in the long run of trying to get to a mid or a tweeter. If it's really hard to test directly at the mid or the tweet, or somewhere at the crossover, you can test right at your amplifier, and that'll let you know also. If one of these were damaged or bad, the value, the DC resistance to the amplifier would read really low, and you'd know that you'd have a damaged mid or a tweeter.